The first thing to figure out is, are you really cursed, hexed? Is something really after you? When everything's going wrong in our lives, it is so easy to believe that something is causing it, but sometimes it's just a bad day. Now that we have cleared your body and your aura, it's time to clear your mind, to get rid of any negative influences that are going on in your head. The way you can do this is through changing your frequency. It's a matter of making your frequency be what it's supposed to be, taking it back to its natural state. You can do this through hertz frequencies, through tuning forks, and through crystal bowls. Those are the only true frequencies that really work. As you listen to these frequencies, let them vibrate through your body. Feel them. Feel yourself aligning with them. The next thing that you need to understand is curses and hexes are not easy to do. It takes a lot of work and a lot of energy over a long period of time to make one actually work and stick. The biggest protection anyone can have against these is simply not believing they're true. Not belief is a huge protection, and it gets rid of 90% of any hexes or curse that are ever sent. The next thing to understand, one of the ways you can tell you are hexed is if you happen to see things flying at your face, coming from the dark. Does your mind feel fuzzy? Does it feel like you just can't understand anything anymore? Confusion is today's number one hex that is put on people. There are many different types of confusion. The more confused you are, the more you fear. The more you're afraid, the deeper the hex has control of you. You have to stop this. You have to find a way to not be afraid. And how do you do that? You look within at your own fears and you face them. When you are no longer afraid of yourself and your own biggest fears, then you have nothing left for them to attack you with. You have dismantled everything they had in their power. When you look at yourself and your dark side, and you come to peace with it, you realize fear really doesn't exist. Fear is just being afraid of the unknown. When you become comfortable with change in the unknown, then fear no longer can control you. When you cannot be controlled, then you no longer can be attacked by these entities, people, hexes, curses. They simply don't work anymore. There are many different kinds of spells and stuff to get rid of hexes. I find that candle magic is probably the easiest and one that most people can get their hands on. Of course, candle magic can be used for many other things than just hexes and curses and protection. But here are some basics to help you along the way.